I was born in Davenport, Iowa. Grew up in Bettendorf, Iowa till 7th grade, and then I moved to Cedar Rapids. And that's where I went to high school. I graduated from Cedar Rapids LaSalle, which is no longer merged with Cedar Rapids Regis, and they're now Cedar Rapids Xavier, one of the powerhouse programs of Eastern Iowa. They send a lot of teams to the state, including the girls basketball team that just actually lost yesterday at the state tournament. I actually ended up in North Liberty almost just by sheer luck. I was working out in Washington, D.C. for Senator Grassley, came back to go to law school. A friend of mine who works in Williamsburg was thinking about buying or building a home. He wanted to live in the Iowa City area, and he ended up building a home in North Liberty because it was the cheaper of the communities to build a house, and so I rented a room from him, and that's how I ended up in North Liberty. I decided I had a strong interest. I've always had a strong interest in government, politics. Working for Senator Grassley, I kind of had the government juices flowing through me when I came back. I got on the Park and Recreation Commission. I had a little over a year of being part of that and kind of seeing how the city of North Liberty was developing and growing. Had some concerns and thoughts of my own, and decided to run for city council. And there were 7 of us running for 2 spots, and even to the election day, I really didn't think I was necessarily going to win, but suddenly, lo and behold, I was a city councilor. Any kind of area of law would interest me to start with. Criminal law interests me the most. Criminal law would, when I went to law school, one of the things that I thought I'd like to be would be actually a criminal defense attorney, but actually going through law school, I think being a prosecutor would be a great job to have. Yep, I have a younger brother who lives in Cedar Rapids. He works he's a manager at Yellow Book USA, and my parents both live in Cedar Rapids. And that's the only sibling I got. My brother's married and has 3 kids. I just had a set of twins last June, so they have their hands full. I don't see as much of him as I probably should, just simply because he's embroiled in the children. I love to play basketball, and I love to read. I try to get down to the field house in Iowa City to play basketball several times a week if I can, and I try to read a lot. I read a whole bunch of different things, but history, I love reading things about history, especially military history, is what I like to spend my time doing. Favorite American president? Abraham Lincoln's a obvious choice. Abraham Lincoln, I think, I always say the Gettysburg Address is one of the most beautiful things ever written. But I guess I would have to say probably Teddy Roosevelt. I'm a big history buff. I read and know a lot about the presidents, and Teddy Roosevelt just seems like one of those presidents that was very adept at being president, but was also that person that you would actually like to spend some time with. Was a great outdoorsman, huge history buff, and actually military person himself. So I think Teddy Roosevelt would be the one I'd like to spend some time with. My favorite movie? It depends. I'll give them both. I usually say Shawshank Redemption is one of my favorite movie. It's one of the movies I say it's a perfect movie. I will actually say that's close tie. It's 2 of them. It's the movie Aliens, the second in the Alien trilogy. I know they're kind of a juxtaposition of each other, but I enjoy movies a lot actually. So, but I'd say Shawshank Redemption is probably my most favorite. I mean, there would be a lot of places in the world I'd like to visit. But I'd have to, I guess, choose a place that I've been already. The only places I've been outside the country are Mexico, France, and Germany. I would have to say, after taking the bar, I took a week in Miami, Florida, and Miami, Florida would be a really, really nice place, especially after a winter like this. Miami, Florida would be a great place to live. Well, when we did this a couple years ago, the question I got was, what's your favorite food? And my favorite food is ketchup. I put ketchup on everything. So ketchup's over mustard. I probably go through at least 24 ounces of ketchup a week, I would say. It's by plane, for sure. It's nice to be in a car. You can stop and see things, but the plane will get you there faster, and the other thing is the airport is one of the most interesting places on the face of the planet. I know there's a lot of delays and everything, but it's just to people watch and sit around. It's especially if you're going on the trip before you're on the way out. It's just kind of an exciting place to be. So yeah, by air. It's actually, I don't mind cold. I'd say it's fall. It's when the weather dips. I don't really like extremely hot weather, although I know I said Miami, Florida. Maybe that would get tiring after a while. But when it gets that 40 to 50 degree day, kind of crisp days, I kind of like that. I wouldn't like it all the time, but those are the days I kind of look forward to. These are better than some interview questions. I guess it would be flight. Being able to fly. That'd be, I think, the funnest thing to do. I don't know if I would be doing my superhero duties. I think I would just be flying around. My favorite book is All Quiet on the Western Front. Or a Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich by Alexander Solzhenitsyn. It's a book about, very short book, if anyone wants to read it at home, or hopefully our library has a copy of it. It's around 100 pages long, and it simply describes a person in the Stalinistic Russia in the 1930s in the Gulag, and spending just one day in his life, and it's explained in excruciating detail, but the way everything's described. I like to read that book since it's so short. I read it during the winter because it can be cold, but you can't imagine how cold it is and how the description of cold is. It's a great book to read in the winter, actually, because you actually feel a little warmer. No, I guess. I mean, the other thing is, hopefully although Ryan can attest to, I was a little late on an email today. Hopefully, most people, I always encourage people to communicate with me via phone or email. I try to get back as soon as possible to people and any questions and concerns. And I'm really excited about the new councils come forward and moving forward over the next couple of years. And so, hopefully we can do some good things, continue to do good things in North Liberty.